And maybe they were going to say, okay, you can pass. But when the principal walked in and seen it, to make it, to make it work, you had to change your tactics. So I get that. I just would have never done that. That's something terrible. Yeah, I heard that stuff like that happens in school, but I've never seen nothing like that happen in school. I've only heard about it, read about it, or maybe seen it on TV. It's bad. Like the movie called The Crush, where the girl having a crush with the teacher, or the movie called The Orphan, where the man having, well, she was a grown woman pretending to be a child. But other than that, I don't think so. I think you got to be really bonkers. What says you, Green?
I think like you said, I heard about it around schools. That's it. I heard about it around schools. I never seen it, but I heard about it. Those such things. And some girls get off on trying not to get in trouble when they do things to not get in trouble. In certain other places, I heard some of the places around school. Most notably, I heard it around a place like the auditorium. Is one of them. Even at band practice, you heard a lot of things going on in band practice from the band people. So, yeah, and I think one time I went to the auditorium and somebody saw some condom wrappers on like the back of the auditorium. So, yeah. So I thought the stories were fake, but turns out to be those stories were true. That happened, so.
Here's one from Florida. Florida Keys, Florida. The Florida Keys, Florida, okay. Hey, gang. It's great to see you all are coming back for season 3. I hope my letter is read before too long, but I really had to get this off my chest. My son does not know who his real father is, and he is constantly asking me if his uncle is his father, and I don't want to answer, and it makes me upset. I think he knows, but is not sure, and I don't think his father knows either. When my husband and I separated, I slept with his brother. It was just something that happened out of rebound and comfort. It was one time, very brief, and never happened again. I checked to make sure I was not pregnant, and my period was right on schedule. My husband and I got back together. We had sex, and things still were not working out, so we went to a full divorce. I named my son after his brother's middle name, which was a coincidence. I did not know that was his brother's middle name. To this day, my brother-in-law calls my son his son. And my ex-husband is very angry about that. Now that my son is 25, he looks exactly like his uncle's oldest son. Same eyebrows, same ears, and same gestures. Do you think if our uncle was his father, that he would still respect me as the mother I tried to be? Or would he be angry for holding this secret? So I had to say something. But now that I have written this letter to you all, I feel relieved to get it out into the atmosphere. Your long listening fan. Okay. That's like yuck a little bit. I don't know. I can't even fathom if I had a brother who slept with my wife. Nah, that's too much of a cross line. I can't even come up with an answer for that because that would automatically get asked for the both of them. You know. What say you, Green?
Oh God. Yeah, I don't think that feels very nasty. It's too meta for me. It's too meta. Too much mix up.
Too much mix up.
Yeah. Have a safe space to tell somebody. I mean, I'm like you. Yeah, I don't want to say anything wrong. To get my ass beat, but no, to beat somebody's ass, but no, it's kind of very how that happened, why that happened, type of thing, you know.
That's desperation. There's a lot. Got two more to squeeze in here. Let me squeeze in one more. Dear Dr. Q, my confidential confession is that I am a gay black male in America, and my mother and father are very religious people. I have heard you speak a lot of times that Sodom and Gomorrah had nothing to do with homosexuality. And I throw that in my father's face all the time. I have heard other preachers say the same thing now, but they were not saying it before. You were the first person who I heard it from, and I have been glued to Vice and your show ever since. Listening to your advice about keeping things 100 between you and God, I decided to come out the closet to my family. My mother said that she totally disapproves. I am still her son, and she is disappointed in my decisions. But she's not going to turn her back on me because it's my life to live. I thought that my mom would be the most critical and my father would be the most supportive because I am also a deacon at church. Whoa, Lord. Father told me that there is no place for serving two gods and that my Gaiety, is that the word? My gaiety? Damn, I don't think that's the word. My gaiety would interfere with my worship. So he said it would be in his best interest for me to step down. After cold shoulder, my father still does not speak to me, but I still go to church with my mom. My dad is still the pastor, and I started going on a sex dating site just to find someone I can be friends with that's going through similar things as me. To my surprise, I saw a profile of my dad on a site I will not mention. And my dad was looking for Twinks, was looking for Twinks, whatever that is. Or maybe that's Twin Ks, was looking for Twin Ks. TWINK,
no, I think
that's what it looks like.
Twink is mean, a gay reference, meaning that there's bottoms and there's twinks. There's bears and there's twinks. I think that's what the person's talking about.
You don't know that I don't.
I know. Twink is
telling me what it is. There's bottoms.
Twink is a gay reference, meaning, and bears are hairy dudes.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, because you're not making no sense.
I know. It's hard to explain.
I lost my where was I at? Twinks. So now I am crossed between confronting my father for being a hypocrite, HIPVO, a hypocrite. Hypocrite is HY, but I get it, for being a hypocrite, like a hippopotamus. Do I confront my dad for being a hypocrite, or do I hold this card for another time that I need it, such as buying me a car or co-signing for my house? That sounds like blackmail. I'm going to turn it over to Green. Like I said, I've never known my father, so I mean, I know who he is. I just don't have that bond. Well, he's deceased now, so that's for me to get. So